Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to completely change the format of the daily quest calendar because I am running out of time to fit it into 1 minute for the shorts. So I'm just gonna change it up and make it so that I'm just doing it all in one video where you can see what I'm doing on the table and you can see my face. So we're gonna try this out. So again, good morning. Today is Friday, March 1st. So we're going to tear this off and see what we got going on today. And it looks like we get to choose a new recruit. And actually, we can recruit, I believe we can recruit as many as we wish. So we have, you walk by a recruitment office where some willing critters for hire approach you to ask if you need any hired hands. Pay to recruit any that you can afford. You will head to the bug trainers next and may want to save some amber for another recruit. All right, so party members can give your hero access to abilities they might not know or grant an additional bonus if the skill is already known. They may also provide perks like improved attack damage or healing capabilities. You'll need to pay an initial fee to hire the party member, then assign them to an open spot in your party. And heroes will remain in your party until their health is reduced to 0 or you switch them out on a rest. Like your hero, party members can be healed with a health potion, a hero ability, or upon a rest. And party members that can heal can only use their healing abilities on a hero. And then we'll need a deck of playing cards for their abilities. I also have my dice tower and my dice here, but it looks like we won't need that for today or even tomorrow. So what do we have? We have 41 amber at the moment and 3 choices here. We could get all or none of these. And so we have a berserker that has a total health of 2 and it will initiate its ability if I draw a spade or a club out of the deck. And so that's basically like a half and half kind of a thing. And as long as we get a greater than or equal to a 7 on a spade, I'm gonna have to look into that if it works. Oh, excuse me. If the result is a spade 7 or higher, it also does a +1 attack. Okay, so I will get intimidating on either of those, meaning I would get to add another +2 to all rolls to threaten and intimidate, which I already have intimidating, so that may or may not be a good idea. We also have the swashbuckler, which has a health of 2, and they would grant me stealthy on a red card, and a club greater than or equal to 7 will give me +1 damage. That's interesting. That gives me a little wider range since it also includes a black card. So although you can use the ability once per day, if I remember right, once per calendar day. And yeah. So then we have a monk that has a health of 3 and gives me athlete on a black card or +1 defense on a greater than or equal to a 7. I do like the stealthy +1 damage. I always like doing more damage and such. So I think I will probably choose this one, which is 10 amber. I might also choose the monk. However, I have athlete and I have a good amount of defense, so that really isn't necessary. Maybe I will get the berserker and the swashbuckler. That would be 20 amber, and that would leave me with 21 for tomorrow. I think that is what we will go for. Yeah, let's just do it. We're gonna do 20 amber. And as is the case with all the ones where you cut something out, we'll wait until tomorrow to actually cut it out and add it to my party sheet over here. So there we go. Good morning, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, March 2nd. And so today we are going to pick out one or more bug companions. So you pass by a bug trainer who is auctioning off some gentle bugs that have been well trained as pets. These creatures can be very helpful in a variety of situations. Purchase any you can afford. Okay, well, we have a tough snail that has a health of 2, and it will give me a bonus +1 to Constitution if I get a red card greater than or equal to 8. Or I have a cricket that I can recruit for 7 amber, health of 2. That will give me a bonus to Intelligence with a greater than or equal to a 4 on a heart. And a horn beetle with 3 health for 10 amber. That will give me a bonus for Wisdom on greater than or equal to 4 spade. Now let's take a look at Syl. And for Constitution, we're doing all right. We got a +1 on that, mostly due to the fact that I have this item from last year that gives me a +1 on everything, if you remember that. So that would be pretty decent. And then the Intelligence one, where's Intelligence? Right there. Also have a +1 on that. That could be useful. And then Wisdom down here, we're at 0, a net of 0. So if we got 2 of these, well, I can afford 2 of them, basically. If I tried to buy all 5, it would be 25 amber, and I only have 21. All 5. If I tried to buy all 3, it would be 25. So I could afford 2 of them. Let's take a look at the party sheet also. So I just have this lightning bug that adds to dexterity. Well, yeah, I'm wondering if it wouldn't be useful. It's too bad I can't buy all 3, because those are 3 areas that Syl is not the best in. But I think Constitution will be a good pick. And yeah, let's do the 2 that are cheaper. Let's do the Tough Snail and the Cricket. We're gonna get those 2, so that'll cost 15. So 21 minus 15 is 6. So we have 6 amber left, and we're gonna buy those 2 tomorrow. Now, from yesterday, we bought the Berserker and the Swashbuckler. So I'm going to cut those out and add them to my party sheet. Let me just make sure that I don't need anything on the back of here. Nope, this is the same rules as the previous day. And I'm gonna hold on to this February 29th so that I remember the rules for this at a moment's notice. So there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these out. And tomorrow is Sunday, and this calendar has Saturday and Sunday on the same day. So I will see you on Monday morning. All right, bye-bye, guys. Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, March 4th. And we are going to do today's calendar daily quest. All right, so today, Monday, March 4th, 2024. The weather is typically pleasant this time of year. Searching for some herbs nearby could be relaxing after recent events. So we are going to apparently search for some herbs. So let's start in Area 1. Area 1 says, a miller just outside the city has a private garden that happens to have some oakwort that you seek. No one appears to be around to ask for permission. Neither are they present to see you steal from the garden if you choose to. If you decide to steal them, lose 1 virtue and roll dexterity. Now, we're going pretty virtuous here, so I think I'm going to choose not to, so we'll just forego that. All right, so let's go ahead and go over to Area 2 here. You find an old graveyard nestled near the burrows. Some mudcaps are growing on the ground around the graves. As you disturb the area, a restless spirit is awoken, and a frightening voice demands that you leave. Roll Charisma. Reminder, persuasive. Well, that's not super helpful because Syl is not very charismatic. So here we go. And I do not have persuasive either, and I have nothing here that's going to help me with this. So we're going to just roll it. And we got a 15, and we have a +0, so that's not too bad. Area 2, 15 or more, the spirit returns to its slumber, and you harvest 4 mudcaps. Well, that's kind of nice. So I will harvest 4 mudcaps. And you know what I just realized? I did not grab my pencil, which should be in here. Pencil. Okay, so we have 4 mudcaps. All right, the next closest area is 5, so let's go to area 5. You stumble upon an old herbalist's hut along the outskirts of the woods. The herbalist has valuable knowledge of the surrounding flora. Hello there. I don't get many visitors. I can certainly help you with the ingredients you seek. If your virtue is, and mine is more than 1, the herbalist gives you 1 hazel root, 1 oakwort, and 1 mudcap. And you know what? I think rather than writing it on here, because I'm going to run out of room quickly, I'm just going to circle on here what I own now. And I will save this page. Actually, I can't save the entire page because of that. Because I'm going to have to cut this off because of what we got yesterday. So that won't work. So we have 1 more mudcap. So we're going to have 5 mudcaps. We have 1 oakwort. And we have 1 hazel root. And we also had some of this stuff from before, which I believe that's why I had some of these that I left over. I got some oakwort, hazel root, and mudcaps before. I wrote that down somewhere. But there we go. All right, let's move on to the next closest area, which is area 4. At the edge of the waiting woods, you discover a hidden clearing filled with rare plants and herbs. Someone often comes to forage here and has set up traps to keep others away from these valuable plants. Roll Dexterity. Reminder, Danger Sense. Okay, we do have Danger Sense, and that adds +2. And Dexterity, we have a +4. So let's go ahead and roll this. We've got a 16. I'm rolling pretty good today. That's well over 20. So we collect 1 mudcap, 1 oakwort, and 1 hazel root before we step on the tripwire and set off an alarm. Well, that's awesome. Okay, so 1 of each of those, I'm actually going to turn these into tallies. And I'll just make this another tally mark over there. Okay, and lastly, we have area 3. Along the gleaming brook, you see a small herd of gentle bugs eating some of the only hazel root you've spotted all day. And now this is Wisdom. A reminder, Bug Tamer, which I do not have, and Wisdom is another one that I just have a +0. So let's hope this is good. We've got a 13, not too shabby, +0 for Wisdom. And that is between 8 and 14. So you get the bugs to disperse so you can collect 3 hazel roots. They come swarming back and trip you as you try to leave. Reduce your health by 1. So that's 3 more hazel roots. So I now have 5 plus whatever's on that page. And we lose 1 health. So we're down to 19 health. Wow, this is a terrible eraser. Okay, and that's it for the day. So come back tomorrow, Tuesday, and I'm going to cut these out and add them to my party sheet. All right. Have a good day, you guys. Good morning, everyone. This is Tuesday, March 5th, and we're going to do our daily quest calendar. So let's get on with it. You re-enter the city after collecting all the materials you've been able to find. Some thugs approach you on the street. Creepin' crud, wasn't you the one that interfered in the leaf riding tournament yesterday? You cost us lots of money on that. Now you're gonna pay us back. These fools are convinced you wronged them somehow. So we have to fight today. While fighting, some of your plant ingredients get ruined. For each point of damage you take during combat, you must remove one of the plant ingredients you collected. You may decide which plants to remove: oakwort, hazelroot, or mudcap. So, let's get right into it. We have enemy 1, attack. I will get a +4 on this. D20 +4, oh yay, that's a 2. +4 is 6. And damage roll we have, that is a 5. And then we have defense roll. That is a 5 + 5, that makes 10. Enemy number 2, attack. We've got a 15 +4, this is a 19, I like that. Then we're gonna go with some damage. We have 7 damage. And then our defense roll on this one is a 16 + 5, that is a 21. And the last enemy we are going to attack with an 8 + 4, that is 12. And D12 for our damage, that is a 5. And lastly, we have defense. 14 + 5 is 19. So our first enemy, we need a 13 to hit him, and we have a 6. So do I have any way of making 7 more? I don't think so. So we're gonna have to let that one go. And I have a 10 defense, and I need at least a 14 in order to block all of that. That is terrible. Man, do I have a way of getting 4 more defense? I don't think so. I'm gonna have to take 3 damage on that. Okay, well, there's 3 damage right there. Our second enemy, 19, we easily got that. Oh, and the squirrel whips its tail around to smack you. So he smacked me for 13. All right, so we have 19, we easily hit him. However, he has 8 health, and we only hit for 7. So let's go ahead and foray into using one of our companions here, a member of our party. So it says to shuffle once, and I always cut. And we have a king doing the +1 damage here. Now the bummer about a king is, according to the rule sheet for these, is he's going to take 1 damage. Yes, if you draw a face card of any suit, reduce their health by 1, and he only has 2 health. So he is down 1 health. However, it is a 7 that, or it is a club that is greater than or equal to 7. So I get a +1 on that. So that is going to be an 8. So I do kill him, or at least knock him out or something like that. Anyway, so that's good there. I cannot use the swashbuckler again in today. So that's that one. He is gone. And enemy number 3, not quite enough to hit him, and not even enough damage. Is it worth it? I do have enough defense so that he would only hit me for 1. Is it worth it to use 2 tonics? Or the Berserker over here and a tonic to attempt to get that? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the damage. So I have 4 total damage that I'm going to take. That takes us down to 15. 15 health. And I lose, that's right, I lose 4 of the things that we've collected. So since we have 6 mud caps, I will lose 2 of the mud caps. I'm just gonna take this out. Oh, that's nice. Hourglass. 6, I will lose 2 Mudcaps, bringing us down to 4. I will lose 2 Hazel Root as well, bringing us down. Let me see here.
And cut.
You're not wearing your microphone. I just came down the stairs and I went, why is Mark not wearing a microphone?
It's too late. I'm already done, so I'm gonna cut it here, and we're gonna just do it. It's too late. Go away. All right. So we have Hazel Root is the most valuable, according to this. So I'm actually gonna only lose 1 of those. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And lose that. Okay. That will be it. I defeated 1 enemy, so I collect 1 amber. So I have 7 amber now. All right, that's it. Well, thank you for joining me this morning. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, March 6th. Thank you for joining me this morning. We're going to continue our quest calendar. So, apparently, we are here in a shop, and we're probably ready to get some of these tinctures or whatever ready. So, this creature here says, "We are ready to begin. I trust you've collected the ingredients as requested. Each one must be carefully prepared into a tincture first. Master Laurel helps to organize and oversee your work." And it says, what do you recall about crafting potions and tinctures? So I have to roll intellect, and I do not have student. So we are going to roll intellect. I think that's the one thing. No, I have a +1 intellect. So we have 15, I got a 16. That's not too bad. You are confident in your abilities. Gain a +2 bonus on your rolls below. Nice. Okay, so we have, you will need to grind and infuse each component into a tincture. For each of the 3 ingredients, oakwort, hazelroot, and mudcaps, go through steps 2 through 5. Keep these notes for later. So it says inspect the ingredients for quality, check the number you were able to acquire. And if memory serves, I bought all of what was available. So I have 3 more oakwort. I'm just going to go ahead and write them down in here. So we have 1, 2, 3 more. So I have 5 total oakwort. Hazelroot, I bought the 2 there. So that makes 5, 6. And mudcaps, I bought the 2 of those. So that makes 4, 5. So I have 5 of those and 6 hazelroot, which means, so let's do the oakwort first, since it's first in that. I have 5 of those, so my base potency is 2. So let's go ahead and go through this. We've got grind the ingredients, so we're doing strength. Don't need that anymore. So we have a +3 to strength. That is a 4, oh no. Well, would it be worth it? So that's a total of 8, which is 10 or less. Add dexterity, add constitution, add intelligence. I don't have anything that would add to my strength. So I think I'm stuck on that. Excuse me. We have a Royal Might here. So once per page, I can re-roll any strength roll and take the new result. Would that be worth it right now? Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to do the Royal Might, so we're done with that for the rest of the page. So we now have a 16, which with my +4, that's easily 11 or more. So I increase the potency by 1. So at the moment, it started off at 2. It is now a 3. So now we have to infuse the oil. You must infuse the crushed ingredients to a base oil, allowing the beneficial properties to meld. So we're doing Constitution, and Constitution we have a +1. And that is a 12, making it a 13. 11 or more, increase it to 4. And finally, mix and emulsify. This is a wisdom roll, and I have a +0 on this one. You must mix the infused oil with an additional base component, emulsifying them to create a unified tincture. So here we go. Wisdom. And that is a 4. Well, well, well. And there's nothing I can do about that. Nope. There's nothing I can do about that. So that's all right. Wisdom, it's 10 or less, so we reduce it by 1. We are left with a 3 potency for Oakwort. All right, let's go on to Hazelroot. We have 6 of those. Our base potency is 3. We're going to start with this strength roll again. It's 3. So we're going from 3 down to 2. And then we have this Constitution roll, which I get a +1 on. That's 5 + 1 is 6. Well, that's also less than 10, so we are down to a potency of 1. Mix and emulsify, and this is a wisdom roll. And that's a 16. At least we got a 16 on the last one, and our wisdom is a +0. So we have a 2 potency for Hazelroot. And lastly, mudcaps, 5 of them, so our base potency is 2. And here we go, strength roll. That is a 17. We're going up to 3. Constitution, grinding the ingredients, or infusing them, excuse me. That's a 4, so we're going back down to 2 because +1 is not more than 10. And wisdom. Come on. That's a 3. Oh no. And we have a +0 on that, so we didn't do a very good. The tincture is improperly mixed. Reduce the potency by 1. So we have a potency of 3, 2, and 1, respectively, for Oakwort, Hazelroot, and Mudcaps. I assume we're going to do something with each of these based on their potency tomorrow, so I'll hold on to this for tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, March 7th, and we are going to continue with our daily quest calendar. The Tree of Seasons is dying, and the only course of action is to capture its spirit. It is time to cast the spell with the tinctures you've made. So today, I'm going to have to focus on channeling my arcane energy for the ritual, which is a wisdom roll, which we have a +0 on, and then use the tinctures for the spell. So this first one is focus on channeling the arcane energy for the ritual. So we're going to roll wisdom. I do not have arcane adept, so this is just a straight wisdom roll. We'll see how this goes. 12, okay, could have been much worse. And this result is between 8 and 14. You struggle to focus your arcane energy. It wavers in the presence of the dying tree, but offers some stability that will carry forth throughout the spell. Gain a +1 bonus to your rolls below. Well, that's cool. So now we are part 2, use the tinctures for the spell. As you and Master Laurel begin the incantations of the spell, specks of the tree's spirit materialize into wisps of vibrant flames that seep from the branches. They brighten the room and cast flickering shadows of green and yellow light about the walls. They gather and float in the air before collecting on the hourglass, fusing to the sands inside. Look at that. Each stage of the spell requires a different tincture and will help save and harness some of the Tree of Seasons' fading spirit. Keep track of the total number. So this first one is going to be just a d20 plus the potency of the Oakwort tincture, and plus the 1 that we got for the first one. So we have an Oakwort, we had 3 for potency, so that's going to be a total of +4 for this particular roll. So potency of the Oakwort, oh, come on. There we go. Oh, I rolled a 3. 3 + 4 is 7. So a 7 or less. 1 wisp of the tree's spirit floats down to collect in the hourglass. So we have 1 so far. Awesome. Okay, so this second one, Hazelroot. We have 2 potency plus the 1, so this roll is going to be a +3. That is 18, which is 21 if you add 3. So 3 more wisps. So we have 4 total. And finally, the Mudcaps, which is a +1, or a potency of 1, and plus the 1 there. So we have a +2 on this final roll. And that is a 14 plus 2 is 16, which is more than 15. So 3 more. So that's 7. If you're a sign language person, 7. 7 wisps. And the spell is complete. Sitting before you is a glowing hourglass full of the tree's spirit. This must be the hourglass that we collected earlier in the year. Check the number of wisps you were able to collect. If you collected 6 or 7 wisps, the hourglass shines brilliantly. Write down brilliant hourglass somewhere for future use. I don't believe I will need that. And I probably won't need this either. And looks like all of this is done since this is the hourglass. So I'm going to just erase all of this. And we are going to write down, I probably don't even need tunneling knowledge anymore, the keyword, since that was quite some time ago. But I'll hold on to it just in case for a little bit longer. And we have a brilliant hourglass. So we'll write that here. Brilliant! And I hope my hat is not getting into the thing up there. We'll see. Hourglass. There we are. All right. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, March 8th, and welcome to the Daily Quest calendar. All right. So today, you are excused from the castle while Master Laurel cleans up after the ritual and must discuss the next steps with the council. You are told to occupy yourself for the time being. The city is still bustling with people from the festival. You decide to visit and explore. So we are going to visit some parts of the city. It's kind of a fun looking city there. I do like the art in this. This is another reason why I'm enjoying this. All right, so let's go find some food. Food stall vendors are open early today, as many critters look for traditional breakfast, following the Turning Leaf Festival. The delicious scent of freshly baked bread, sizzling street food, and aromatic coffee fills the air, tempting your taste buds. Would you like to purchase some meal rations for later? They are 1 amber each, so I have 4 currently, and I only have 7 amber. I think it is a good idea to buy some more, but I probably shouldn't buy too much more. So let's actually bring this up to 7. So we're gonna make that a 4 and that a 7. We're just gonna swap them. We have 4 amber left. And we now have 7 meal rations. Always rather use meal rations than lose health. All right, now we are going to visit a monument. There is a famous monument in the city dedicated to the forest guardians. It is busy with several critters from out of town looking to visit before they leave to return home. A young child asks about the statues. What are the names of all these guardians? The tour guide appears overwhelmed and struggles to answer. What do you know about the guardians? All right, this is an intellect question. A +1 to intellect, and I do not have student here, so let us see what I know about the guardians. That is a 17, so I got an 18, nice. If the result is a 17 or more, you recall the name of the sun guardian, Aurelia, the water guardian, Karkanos, the sand guardian, Nagaya, and the seed guardian, Thornheart. The child is ecstatic. The tour guide tips you 3 amber for your help. Oh, that's awesome. Well, then this is going right back up to 7. 7 amber. All right, street performer. A street magician appears to be looking for volunteers for an escape act. Something about them seems untrustworthy. They gesture to have you join them. Before you can voice your desire or lack thereof, someone in the crowd behind you shoves you onto the stage. The magician immediately locks you up in several chains, then asks if you can escape. This is a dexterity. Well, at least that is my 2nd highest stat. And locksmith, and I do not have locksmith. So let us find out what's going to happen here. I bumped all my people. If I need to, I can always, let's see. Yeah. If I need to, I can do the lightning bug here. I realized that after I recorded it that I forgot about my luminous shield and my solar flare the other day. So we'll just have to remember that for the future. Anyway, I digress. We have a 6. And this was a dexterity roll, so I have +3, so that's a 9. Yee. Oh, this is a difficult one. There's no way I'm gonna get that, especially with a +1. So we have 14 or less. You can't get out of the chains. The magician laughs while making a show of it for the audience. He demands that you pay him for release. Do you threaten the magician or politely ask the magician to let you out? Well, in this case, I mean, Syl seems to be like a paladin type of a person, but she is intimidating. And I believe this is going to be a threatened situation. So we're going to threaten the magician, and especially since it's charisma. Ugh. Charisma, we have a +0. So we get a +2 for intimidating, and if necessary, we can use the intimidating from the berserker as well. We've got a 16. +2 is 18. So, oh, excuse me. If my virtue is less than 0, then I get a +2 bonus. If my virtue is more than 0, I get a -2 penalty to this. Well, that's all right. They cancel each other out. So my intimidating plus the -2. So it's just a straight 16. I could have, if I politely asked him, but again, I say, I don't think that's playing the role of this. I don't think that's her style, politely asking. All right, so we have a 16, which is 15 or more. The magician makes a spectacle of the escape, and after the audience cheers, he tips you 2 amber. I'll take it. We've got 9. Okay, and that is all for today. Excuse me. So, hope you have a good day. Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, March 9th, excuse me. And tomorrow, or maybe you're watching this on Sunday, is Sunday, March 10th. And we are going to do my daily quest calendar. So, here we go. You walk by a job board of various postings. It seems critters in the city need help doing several tasks and chores. It is an excellent opportunity to earn amber. Well, since we have 9, we probably need some more. So, I can choose any number of jobs I'd like to perform. Some may be risky as well as rewarding. As far as I'm concerned, let's just do them all. So we have animal caretaker. And this requires a wisdom roll, which may not be the most prudent thing for me to do, but that's all right. So we're going to assist in taking care of animals at the community pet shelter, including feeding, grooming, and cleaning their living areas. So this is a wisdom roll. We get a, oh, hey, I don't think it's my first natural 20 in the year, but it is my first one on camera here. So we've got 15 or more. You handle the bugs carefully and provide them with proper nourishment and a clean living environment. Your attentiveness and compassion help create a positive atmosphere for the bugs and the shelter staff. Your efforts are recognized, and the bugs show signs of contentment and well-being. You get paid with 3 amber. I like it. You know what, I'm just going to write on here, and that way I don't have to erase this 3 times. The next one is escort home. This is Constitution, and I am also not a survivalist, so that's not helpful there either. That's a 17. Nice. Constitution +1, that makes an 18. 15 or more, you skillfully guide the travelers back to the burrows, ensuring their safety and comfort throughout the journey. Your attentive assistance and friendly demeanor create a pleasant experience for them. They express gratitude for your support and pay you 4 amber. Hey, we're up 7 on the day. I like it. And finally, we have an art workshop assistant. And this is a charisma roll. And we've been rolling really nice so far today. Support a local artist in organizing and facilitating an art workshop for children, helping with setup, cleanup, and guiding the activity. All right. Well, roll them. I keep getting stuck on the top there. That is a 13. And what was it? It was charisma. 13 plus 0 is between 8 and 14. So you contribute to the workshop, but lack some necessary attention to detail. Womp womp. The children were confused during the activity and required additional support from the artist. Despite the challenges, the workshop proceeds decently, and the children enjoy their time. The artist pays you 3 amber. Hey, so another 3. That makes a total of 10. So in fact, I don't even need to erase this. I'll just add a 1 in front of my 9. 19. Perfect. All right. Well, that was the day. I will see you on Monday. Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, March 11th. Welcome to the new week. Work week, if you're starting your work week on Monday. Hope you have a good work week. Anyway, today we have visited the needy stick, apparently. The hour grows late, so you decide to relax in a tavern for a meal, a drink, and hopefully some good company. Some friendly folks gossip at the counter, while tough-looking critters are gathered at a table playing recruits. It says, play a game of recruits. I don't often do the gambling things in this game just because I like sticking with the normal, I get what I get kind of thing. I don't like losing stuff in the game of chance. But since I'm doing it for this, let's do at least one round of recruits just so we can experience what's going on. So, play a game of recruits. If you want to wager some amber in a game, you may bet 1 or 2 amber per round and play up to 5 rounds. For each round, do the following steps in order. Let's just go ahead and do max bet for 1 round. So we're gonna do 2 amber. So place your bet by paying 1 or 2 amber. So I'm just gonna put a 2 up here to remind that I have bet that amount. Roll a d12 and note the result. Okay, we've got a d12 here and we've got an 8. Hey, I like that. Sounds good. For example, you bet, excuse me. Okay, step 3. Guess if your next roll will be higher or lower than the result from step 2. I see. Well, I mean, with an 8, I kind of have to guess lower, right? So roll a d12 again. I mean, I could guess higher. We could go for the minor. Nah, let's just go with it's gonna be lower, right? We got a 2. We were correct. If your guess was correct, you gain double what you bet. Hey, nice. Okay, so ties are always lost. Wow. Okay, so I am done playing. Oh, if you won 2 or more rounds. Well, I won this first round. We're gonna gain 2, so that brings us up to 21. And it says, when you're done playing, if you won 2 or more rounds, a rabbit at the table gets angry and flips the table on its side. He then stands up to you and jams a finger into your chest, accusing you of cheating. Well, since I did not, this rabbit did not accuse me of cheating. So we are moving on to share in the gossip. Hey, ain't I seen you going into the castle earlier today? Mayhap you can tell us what's going on. From all we've noticed, the trees around the castle looking wrong and wondering if something has happened to the Tree of Seasons. We are all worried and feel the creatures deserve to know what's happening. Do you divulge in any information? Comment below if you liked my terrible accent. Do you divulge any information about the Tree of Seasons? So kind of a recap, we've helped out with recuperating the Tree of Seasons. And so I probably, or this character Syl, Black Bolt, probably knows a little more about what's going on than others. So we have to decide, and I think because, again, we are on the virtuous track, we're going to stick with not divulging. So if no, you decline to comment and keep to yourself. The critters take this as a sign of troubling news and continue to gossip amongst themselves. Oh boy. Well, well, well. All right, well, that's it. Hope you started. Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, March 12th, and welcome to my quest calendar. It's dark when you leave the Needy Stick Tavern. The night is calm as you take a quiet stroll around the residential district. Most celebrations and activities have ended, but there are still a few things to see. So we can explore the city at night. It's kind of a fun-looking city there. So we have Locked Out. You find a tortoise trying to get inside their home after a long day of work. They've broken their key and can't seem to get past the door lock. Choose to either help the tortoise by fixing the key with magic, by using a spell slot or a surge available, or I can help the tortoise by picking the lock, or I can help the tortoise by breaking down the door, or I can rob them. Well, I do have surges, so let's just go ahead and do it the easy way. I don't have locksmith. I am an athlete. I have strength, so I could break down the door. You know what? Why not? Let's break down this door. She's a strong little skunk. Roll strength. So that is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 plus athlete, 14, 15, and well, that's enough. So we're gonna call that good. And we gain 1 virtue. Gain 1 virtue. The result is 13 or more. You break the lock to open the door. The tortoise thanks you with a gift of 1 amber. Very nice. Then we have a lonely bug. An old and lonely caterpillar crosses your path. It struggles to move and tries to get your attention. We're going to roll Wisdom, Bug Tamer. So again, we have a +0 on Wisdom. So let's just see what happens here. We've got a 17. If the result is 10 or more, the bug is hungry and anxious. It beckons you over to an alley behind a tree. Suspecting a family of other hungry caterpillars awaits, you follow it. However, it is a trap. As a shadowy figure emerges from the alley with daggers drawn, it rushes toward you, slicing wildly with its daggers. All right, so we got to roll attack, damage, and defense. Okay, so we've got an attack of +4. That is 18. Oh, I beat its 13 defense easily. So now we are going to roll damage, D12. That is a 3. Oh, yay. And it has 5. So I'm going to use one of my surges for Solar Flare. I get to add a D4 to my damage roll. So that is a 3 +2. That is 5. That is enough. It is dead. If you defeated the attacker, you take 3 amber from the body. The bug appears grateful. All right, we got 3 more amber. That makes 25 amber at the moment. So there we go. That is the end of the day. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Wednesday, March 13th. The morning rolls around with a brisk chill in the air as a few snowflakes flutter about in the wind. It is not the time of year for this weather. You wonder if the dying tree of seasons is the cause of this. The snow picks up quickly as you head to the castle, and you soon find yourself in a dangerous blizzard. So the first thing we do today is help a mother and child. And this is roll Wisdom. And I have a +0 on that. The streets quickly turn white with sticking snow as drifts pile up in mounds along shop steps and tree roots. A mother urges her child to leave for home quickly. They were playing in the snow only a moment ago, but now struggle to keep their footing as they head to safety. They are shivering and visibly distressed from the biting cold. Quickly find a way to keep them warm and guide them to safety. All right, we have D20, and I got a 19. Nice. So, result is 11 or more. You quickly find a safe and warm place in a merchant shop. The mother thanks you and gives you 1 amber. Nice. So now we have 26 amber. And number 2, help a store owner. The gracious shop owner allowed several people to take shelter inside. However, he struggles to close the shop amidst the blizzard. The fierce winds make it difficult to secure the doors and protect the merchandise. You have a choice to make. So we can prioritize our own safety and seek shelter, which doesn't seem the character of Syl. So we will lend a hand and help them secure the shop quickly. So we have a D20 strength roll. Here we go, that's a 2. Well, thankfully we have Royal Might. So once per page, re-roll any D20 strength roll and take the new results. So we're gonna do that. And we have a 15 plus 4, so that's 19. The result is 11 or more. You work quickly with the shop owner to secure the shop and protect the people and merchandise inside. The owner is grateful and rewards you with a health potion. Nice, we got a health potion. So we now have 4 of those. And lastly, get to safety. Intellect roll, which we have a +1 total on that. You must head to the castle and report to the council. Getting there will require you to navigate through the blizzard's harsh conditions, and you must decide on the best route to reach the castle safely. The wind and snow obscure visibility, and you face the risk of getting lost or injured. Here we go. Intellect. There we go. 5 +1, and I don't think I have anything that can help with that. So we have a 6. The result is 7 or less. The blizzard's blinding snow disorients you, and you struggle to find a safe place to take refuge. Your heart races, and the cold starts to numb your fingers and toes. Reduce health by 2. So we are now down to 13 health. And that is all for today. So thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Thursday, March 14th. Finding shelter from the storm in the sewers, you can navigate your way closer to the castle. Hopefully, you can do so with some amount of safety. So today we begin at the X, which is right here, and navigate around the map. Visit each numbered area along your path and explore and resolve each area before you choose your next. So from here, let's go ahead and check out number 1. So number 1, a narrow passage is blocked by a pile of debris and waste. You must spend time trying to remove the obstruction. So we have a strength roll and reminder athlete. So this will be a +4 and a +2. So a total of +6. So strength +6, that's 11, which is 17. So the result is 11 or more. With determination, you carefully and methodically remove the debris piece by piece. Your efforts pay off as you successfully clear the way and discover a hidden compartment behind the obstruction, revealing a stash of valuable trinkets left behind by previous adventurers. Gain 2 amber. Yay! So we now have 28 amber. And while we are here, let's go ahead and go inside and see what 3 is. We have, amidst the filth and waste, you spot a small mound of debris that looks different from the rest. Curiosity compels you to investigate. Roll intellect. Reminder, investigator. We are not an investigator, so just intellect. Let's see. Oh no, that is a 3. And +1 makes it 4. So the result is 10 or less. You carelessly dig through the debris pile, unknowingly setting off a hidden trap. A sharp spear shoots out from the pile. So we have a dexterity with danger sense. So that's a +3, +2, so we have a +5. Ooh, that doesn't count. Oh, that was a natural 20. Oh well. All right, 16. Well, that's all right. We got, what was it, +5? We got 21 anyway. So 11 or more, you avoid getting hit. Well, that's nice. Okay, from here, let's go around to 4 right there. Let's see what 4 is. You have found the exit. You may stop now or continue to explore and return here when finished. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go over, I like exploring all of the stuff. So we're gonna go over to 2 and see what happens on 2. As you proceed deeper into the sewer, you encounter a section flooded with murky water. The water level is rising and the swift current threatens your safety. Well, that may have not been the best idea, but oh well. Again, I like exploring everything. We have a dexterity roll. Keeps getting caught in the top. I might have to change to a different, well, maybe not, since I did get a natural 20 that time. All right. Where were we? We were in area 2. 11 or more. With a bit of trepidation, you carefully navigate through the flooded tunnels, despite the strong currents. You keep your balance and move forward. All right. So we'll go ahead and go back to 4, which, as it says here, you emerge from the sewer and finish the journey to the castle safely. You find guards scrambling about. The place is in chaos as they take helpless citizens from the streets. All right, well, that is all for today. Thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Friday, March 15th. You stand before Queen Enid Sagebloom and her immediate council. She is calm and regal, looking toward you with pride. Captain Flint Clawthorn of the Royal Guards stands stoically at attention. Master Laurel Driftfur seems a bit anxious about the tasks ahead. They waste no time with ceremony, and instead, they get straight to the discussion. There are many subjects to talk through, so today, apparently, we are just reading through the topics being discussed at the council. Status of the Tree of Seasons. Through your invaluable aid, we have achieved a measure of success in containing the waning spirit of the Tree of Seasons. Alas, it proves to be but a temporary respite, for the undeniable truth cannot remain concealed for much longer. The tree's decline spreads like tendrils, and its fading will soon draw the notice of the people. Regrettably, the realm is bound to endure further capricious and perilous weather, akin to today's devastating storm, which portends dire consequences for the lives of our beloved citizens of Wrenwood. The enemy. We have long overlooked the insects of the Ashlands to the west, and now we delve into the matter of the insect called Wraithx, whom you encountered in the tunnels below. Our scouts have been dispatched to ascertain the legitimacy of his claim to the insect throne, yet we await further confirmation on the support he may garner among the insect families and houses. His intentions remain unclear, leaving us in a valuable position. Until we possess more knowledge, caution must guide our ventures beyond the protective walls of the city. Restoring the tree. Our priority resides in the salvation of the tree, yet the magnitude of such a task surpasses our own magical capabilities. It was the Forest Guardians who, in ancient days, bestowed life upon the Tree of Seasons. We will need their power to restore it. To uncover their whereabouts and beseech their aid, we must regain a knowledge long lost to us. There exists a soul critter who may possess the information we seek. Eldris, the venerable owl, who has lived far longer than is natural. Legends say that he was around when the Tree of Seasons was planted at Crownspire, yet it is dangerous to seek him out. For he dwells within the treacherous confines of the Lost Woods, where critters vanish without a trace, and danger lurks at every turn. Nonetheless, this quest falls to you. Venture into the Lost Woods, seek out Eldris, and unveil the path to the Guardians, that the Tree of Seasons may once more flourish. Funding and rumors. We have set aside funds to assist you in fulfilling this imperative mission. Utilize them judiciously to assemble a capable crew, procure necessary provisions, and attend to any needs during your voyage. This endeavor demands utmost secrecy. While the truth shall inevitably surface, it is paramount to shield the critters from it now. For now. Unfounded rumors and apprehension must not plague our people, for their safety is our foremost concern. Add 20 amber to your inventory. Hey, we're up to 48 now. That's nice, that almost doubles what we had before. And then it says, if you have spreading rumors written down from earlier, which I do not, deliberately did not spread any rumors. And then if you have furthering rumors written down from earlier, which I, again, do not. Syl was not a rumor monger. And that ends today's calendar. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is either Saturday, March 16th, or Sunday, March 17th, depending on when you've decided to watch this. And let's get going. The council meeting continues as the Queen thanks each of the heroes in the room. So today is another reading one. The Queen speaks to you. The realm extends its gratitude for your loyal service to the royal family and its subjects. Your valor and dedication have earned you a distinguished position as we prepare for the forthcoming challenges. By embarking on this noble quest, you have merited the right to make any request of your queen upon your triumphant return. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yet until that moment, the crown and its people summon your presence once more, for your valorous deeds are required yet again. The Queen addresses the other characters. So now I'm apparently reading the sections that don't apply to Syl, since Syl is the character that we are playing as. So to Tak Redwind, the Squirrel Wind Chaser, she says, your swift arrival to warn us of the imminent insect attack proved to be an indispensable act, preserving the lives within the castle and the city beyond. Without you, we would not have had the forewarning needed to mount a prompt response. Regrettably, duty calls you back to the burrow to conclude your training. Your esteemed superiors eagerly await your return. And be assured, a gratifying recompense awaits you upon your return. And then Thatch Springwillow, the Raccoon Thornweaver. Master Laurel's discernment in choosing an apprentice could not have been more astute. We are gratified with your exemplary performance and care for the Tree of Seasons. It is beyond doubt that when the time comes, you will make an exceptional tree keeper. Until then, your presence remains indispensable within these castle walls, where your apprenticeship shall flourish, assisting Master Laurel in the continued care of the tree's remaining branches and prepping for its restoration. Quill Mudsong, the Porcupine Spellkeeper. Your visit has bestowed a welcomed radiance upon the city. Time has distanced us from our youth, but I have been blessed by your presence. Regrettably, I understand the weight of responsibilities that tether you by the entirety of Wrenwood, leaving you with no choice but to depart. Please do grace us with your presence again, and as you journey forth, may care guide your path, my dear friend. Next is Cora Wildclaw, the Mouse Blade Dancer. My cherished daughter, though your defiance has at times vexed me, I am impressed with your conduct amidst recent endeavors. You exemplify bravery and swordsmanship reminiscent of my own youth. While the throne may not be your aspiration, Wrenwood would undoubtedly prosper under your benevolent rule. You must remain here to pursue knowledge and hone your skills. This crisis shall unveil the profound essence of guiding and leading the critters of this forest. Merrick Lightfoot, the Weasel Shadow Weaver. I'm sure you never imagined getting yourself entangled in the events of these past days. I understand that your intentions were never to harm the Tree of Seasons. As promised, we forgive you for your transgressions. You are henceforth exonerated and free to leave. However, permit me to earnestly implore you to ponder the trajectory of your life's course. So obviously she is dismissing all of the characters that we did not choose before I changed the format here. So all of these characters that helped out, that I played as in the first several weeks, she is dismissing back to their home place or back to their original duties, and then the character that we did choose is going to go on this adventure. So Syl Blackbolt we are playing as, and we will continue her adventure another day. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you on Monday morning. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my daily quest calendar. My name is Mark, and today is Monday, March 18th, and it appears we have a very short one today. There's this guy talking to us. We have no doubt this task will be dangerous. The least we can do is outfit you with some equipment. This might help to ensure you remain alive. Actually, it says return alive. Anyway, this says, pick one item to equip and take with you. And since I haven't read this before, because the equipment that I picked up before was on a previous day before I started doing this format, I'll go ahead and read it. Equipment items can be managed on the equipment page in the accompanying hero book. The page can also be downloaded at sundialgames.com. Your hero can only equip one item of each type at a time. Example, only one helmet can be worn, only one shield can be wielded. If you obtain a second item of a type you already have, you may equip it now, wait to equip it on a page where you rest, or save it in case of death. If your health should reach 0 and your hero dies, one consequence determined by rolling a d6 is to sacrifice an equipment item. These items count as one of those items that can be sacrificed. Note, it is advised to wait until you resolve the events of tomorrow before you cut out the token. So I will be cutting one of these out and gluing it on here. And then it also says pick one item to take and equip. So let's go ahead and do that. We have an amethyst choker, which is a necklace. I have that free, and it gives +1 dexterity and +1 attack. We have a feather bow, and I have the weapon free, and that's +1 dexterity. It looks all three of these do +1 dexterity and +1 damage. And we have an imperial helm. All three of these I could equip, and this one also gives +1 defense. Now, based on what stats we have here, this would add +1 to attack, which would give a total of +5 attack. The choker would. The bow would give +1 damage, which that's probably what we're going to go with, and the helmet would give +1 defense, which would be 6 defense. Since at the moment the lowest damage we could have is 1, if we roll a 1, I think we're going to go with +1 damage to make that lowest as a 2. So we'll do that. And then I get a magical campfire. Gain 3 campfires. Add them to your inventory. Well, I don't mind if I do. Let's see here. Campfire consumed on use while traveling to take a rest. That's kind of nice. So we have 3 of those. This could be a long journey since we don't know where the forest guardians may be. You could likely be traveling across the whole of Wrenwood for many days. Should you need a rest, I have crafted this magical campfire for you. When you light it, its smoke will shroud your body and magically restore you. And it says campfire consumed on use while traveling, take a rest. And apparently I have to look for this icon to be able to use it. Anyway, that is all for today. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Tuesday, March 19th. You take your leave and head out into the city to stock up on supplies. The weather takes another drastic turn this day as sweltering heat quickly melts the snow and hides any evidence that a storm passed by only yesterday. Your journey to the Lost Woods could take up to 4 days if you don't encounter any trouble. The closest city beyond the woods is Harken Run. Consider gathering supplies to make it beyond their safety. So, as it says here, shop for supplies. It says you'll have a chance to recruit party members at the next step. Save some amber if you were interested. I am very interested in that. And typically I like to spend my money in games like this on permanent upgrades as opposed to consumables, so I probably won't end up buying any of these things. But it says food stall vendors are open early today as many critters look for a traditional breakfast following the Turning Leaf Festival. Many are enjoying their last meal in Crownspire before leaving to return home. The delicious scent of freshly baked bread, sizzling street food, and aromatic coffee fills the air, tempting your taste buds. Here you can purchase meal rations for travel. And we currently have 7. Let's go ahead and make that an even 10. And so they're 1 amber each. So we're going to make that 10, and we'll spend 3 amber, which will bring us down to 45 amber. And then we have the Ardent Adventurer. You find an establishment owned by a charismatic and adventurous raccoon named Rylan, which beckons thrill seekers with various combat-related items and potent potions. This emporium caters to the daring souls of the forest, equipping them with the necessary tools for embarking on perilous quests and epic adventures. And it appears that, yes, all of these are going to be consumables, which I actually have combat boosters already, and plenty of those. And the trait boosters, again, are one-time use. I'm not a huge fan of those. I just like to deal with things as they come. So we're going to skip all those because I'd like to save as much of this for buying party members, which it sounds like will happen tomorrow. So, Humble Healings, you enter a quaint shop run by a gentle and wise hedgehog named Hazel. Within the shop's serene confines, you find a variety of healing potions and salves, which carefully crafted by Hazel to mend the ailments of the critters of Wrenwood. And we got health potion, which that's the one thing that I might be interested in getting, but we already have 4 of them. And Syl is quite defensive, so I think we're all right on that. And then we have Phoenix Tears, which removes a wound. Hopefully we won't die, so I'm not going to worry about that unless we actually have a death. Cleansing Crystal and Antidotes remove conditions that are temporary and I believe come off during a rest anyway, so I'm not going to worry about those either. So we're good with just the meal rations today. All right. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Wednesday, March 20th. You walk by a recruitment office where some willing critters for hire approach you to ask you if you need any hired hands. Pay to recruit any that you can afford. You will head to the bug trainers next and may want to save some amber for another recruit. So today, and it looks like tomorrow as well, are going to be very quick, simple days. I've already gone over the rules for the party sheet for the party members. So basically we just have to decide how much money we want to spend. We have 45, and let's just see what it would cost if I were to buy all of them. So we have 20 amber for the Bard. Has a health of 4, which that's nice because all of them so far have had a health of 2. And the Fire Dancer has health of 3 and the Archer has a health of 2, so that's nice. They would gain me the keyword Persuasive, Arcane Adept, and Bug Tamer, respectively, and heal 1, +1 damage, or +1 attack, depending on what I draw out of my deck of cards here. So, the Bard is 20. I think I'm going to pick him up no matter what. And the Fire Dancer is 16, and the Archer is 12. So if I were to get all of them, that would be 20, well, that's 36 already, so that would be 48, and I don't have 45. So let's see. I'm gonna pick up the Bard, but between the two, Arcane Adept or Bug Tamer, I think we will go with, well, let's see how much that leaves me. So 20, 16, that'd be 36. That would leave me with 9. That's probably not enough to pick up a bug tomorrow if I were to want to do that. So 32 would leave me with, if I bought these two, that's 32 amber. That would leave me with, is that 13? That might be enough to get a bug tomorrow. And if it's not, so be it. So let's go ahead and get the Bard and the Archer for a total of 32. 45 minus 32, as we already determined, is 13. So I have 13 left, and I can't cut these out because it has tomorrow's thing on it. So I will cut those after tomorrow. All right, well, that's all for today. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Thursday, March 21st, and I think I will mention today that if you wish to follow along with me in this calendar, then you can go to sundialgames.com and you can buy a PDF copy of this and follow along that way, or you can buy a physical copy and follow along. In any case, today you pass by a bug trainer who is auctioning off some gentle bugs that have been well trained as pets. These creatures can be very helpful in a variety of situations. Purchase any you can afford. So much like yesterday, which is right here, and I will cut these two guys out after we finish today, but this again has the same rules, so we're not going to worry about that. I will cut those out shortly. We will decide on one or more of these, and again, I have 13 amber left, which means the only one that I could afford that is 12 amber, the other two are 15 amber. Would be the Dragonfly here, which adds to strength. That is a bummer. I wish I had left a little more, because if any of them, I would like the one that adds to charisma. And that kind of is useless at this point. So it looks like, because strength, I've got so much strength here. Dexterity, plenty of dexterity. So yeah, looks like I'm actually going to pass on this and save my amber for later. Well, it's too bad. Oh well. In any case, thank you for joining me again, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Friday, March 22nd. When leaving, you face a disorderly and agitated scene at the city gate. People try to leave Crownspire, but the guards refuse to allow anyone through due to the potential dangers that lie beyond the city walls. Navigate through this chaotic situation and find a way to get past the guards. So we have, the first thing we can do optionally is create a distraction, and that requires intellect. We have a +1. Back into the rolls today. Let's see, let's go ahead and give it a shot. Why not? I don't know what the possibility of things going wrong is, but let's see what happens. And of course, I missed the dice tower. We have a 7, +1 is 8. And what do we have here? If the result is 10 or less, your attempt at distraction doesn't go as planned, and the guards remain focused on their duty, leaving little opportunity for you to slip away. Your actions draw unwanted attention and the situation becomes more complicated. Take a -3 penalty to all other rolls to get past the guards. Well, that was ill-advised. I shouldn't have done that. I mean, I guess Syl probably wouldn't have done that, so that would have been a better decision. Oh well, here we are. So next we have 2 A, B, C, or D. We pick one of these options. So we can persuade the guards. That would be charisma, that is not Syl's strong suit. Sneak past the guards, that is a dexterity roll. And stealthy, and she does not have stealthy. She could get stealthy potentially. Or demand the guards let you pass. That kind of sounds like Syl's MO right there. And that is strength, and it requires intimidating, which if necessary, we could add a second intimidating. So that would be a total of +4 plus another 2, a +6 on that roll. I think that's the way to go. Let's do this. We have 18 plus 6 is 24. We definitely got that one going. So that was demand the guards let you pass. 15, if the result is 15 or more, your display, 24, we have to subtract the penalty from the last one. So we still have 21, no problem. So if the result is 15 or more, your display of strength unsettles the guards. They decide it's not worth the trouble to stop you, and with a warning, they let you leave the city. Your assertiveness pays off, and you make your way outside to face the bizarre weather ahead. Nice, we have made it out of the city to embark on our quest. And as yesterday we had these and we chose not to buy any of them, I don't need this page at all. So there we go. All right, thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is either Saturday, March 23rd, or Sunday, March 24th, depending on when you have decided to watch this video. And the way to the Lost Woods has you headed east. So we are starting in Crownspire. We are headed over to the Lost Woods over here. There is a route on a well-traveled road that should be easy and safe, where you are likely to meet other travelers. A direct path through the narrow bluff mountains might be challenging, but the risk could offer rewards. And this symbol, I believe, as we have notated before, would mean that we could use, if we needed to, a campfire. I don't think that's necessary. We have, well, we're -7 health, but that's her normal maximum anyway. I don't think that's a big deal. So we can choose to either take the road or take the mountain route, which could have, might be challenging, but the risk could offer rewards. Or we can take the road, where we're likely to meet other travelers. And again, I think it's in Syl's personality, probably just to take the road. So let's go ahead and do that. Also, it makes a little bit more sense since her wisdom is a +0. So let's go ahead and do that. We got a D20 here. Whoop. Wow, I'm clumsy. We have 8. That is not awesome. And nothing here would give me anything on that. Well, so we have a +0. Take the road. If the result is 6 or less, if the result is between 7 and 12. So we would need a +5 in order to make that any better anyway. And I don't believe we have anything that could increase. No, we don't. All right, well, there we go. So if the result is between 7 and 12, which is it is an 8. The biggest battle you face is the weather along this journey, as it goes from one extreme to another. You traverse along the tree line for shelter. You must consume 3 meal rations. So we have meal rations here. We are going down to 3. Oh, we're going to consume 3, not we're going down to 3. We're going down to 7. All right. And after that, I assume we will find out on Monday where we arrived and how that went. All right. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Monday, March 25th. Within the Lost Woods, an unexpected encounter unfolds as a group of fellow travelers emerges. Their faces reflect relief, grateful to find another wanderer in this bewildering forest. Several of them approach you frantically. "Oh, thank the seasons, another wanderer." We never thought we would find anyone else adrift in these woods. Why are you here? Please tell us. I imagine this is meant to say, please tell us all you know. Or, excuse me, please tell us you know a way out of this treacherous forest. Wow, my terrible reading there. Okay, so we have this. We trade stories for number 1, and then 2, we can either agree or decline to help. Oh, and I just have to point out, this is apparently today, Monday, March 25th, is Tolkien Reading Day. I did not know that. That is awesome. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. Anyway, so trade stories. You tell them you are here seeking Eldris, the wise old owl. You ask if they've seen Eldris. They recount their story. Alas, you are the only other critter we've encountered since we became lost. We were bound for Harkenrun after leaving the festival at Crownspire a few days ago. Out of nowhere, large balls of ice started pelting down upon us. Frantically, we sought refuge in the trees, but the chaos separated us. Days have passed since then, and despite our best efforts to regroup, these deceptive woods have kept us wandering aimlessly. If you know the way out, please help guide us back to the road. We are dangerously low on supplies and may not last much longer. And it is definitely Syl's MO to help out in this situation, so we are going to agree to help. While some critters in the group are eager to follow your lead, others remain skeptical of your intentions and are hesitant to trust a stranger like you. Some of the critters decline your offer in favor of finding their own way out. Oh, this is entirely dependent on virtue. Thankfully, we have a +6. So if your virtue is between 4 and 7, a single critter decides to forge its own path. You've lost 1 traveler. Make sure to keep track of the number of travelers lost. That is very interesting. So we will mark over here. Not sure that tunneling knowledge is going to matter anymore, but we'll keep track. We'll keep it there anyway, just in case. All right, traveler. Oop, traveler has 2 L's, I believe, right? No, it does not. Wow. This is what happens when you just do things in one take. Travelers lost. And so far we have lost 1 traveler, apparently. Okay, I guess we'll find out in the future what that actually means. Alrighty, well, thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Tuesday, March 26th. As you walk with the group of lost travelers, dusk begins to fade. Suddenly, a shadow briefly looms over the group, accompanied by a loud screech from above. Your eyes scan the sky, but you see nothing. Your instincts warn you that a monster is on the hunt, and you must stay alert. So today, what do you know about, or what do you know of the Lost Woods? So that is the first thing we are doing, and we're going to roll intellect. And we have a +1 on that one. And that is a 6. That makes it a 7. Boy, we might want to add to that. 7, oh yes, because if the result is 7 or less, then we have the bad one. So let's try and make it an 8. So we are going to, the rules state 1 shuffle. So here's our 1 shuffle, and I always do a cut just because, hey, I like handling cards, right? And we have a 9 of hearts. Oh, that worked out so perfect. So with a 9 of hearts, that definitely hits. So we have a heart of greater than or equal to 4, gives us +1 intelligence. Or intellect, I guess, as the case may be. So 6 plus the 1 for this, plus the 1 for this is 8. We get, if the result is between 8 and 14, you recall a few old tales about the disappearances in the woods. These seem to align with a flying monster. that might be stalking you. Gain a +1 bonus to prepare for what you might face. Number 2 here. So we get a +1 bonus for which of these three things that we want to do. We can climb the trees, which is a strength roll. We can hide in the bushes, which is a dexterity roll, or we can ready our potions and spells. And I think, again, Syl's character, she would definitely climb the trees, and that is a strength roll. And so she gets a +4, and then the +1 from number 1, so that's +5 so far. And oh gosh, we have a 3. Now, thankfully, Royal Might allows us once per page to re-roll any strength roll and take the new result. So I think this is the opportune time for that. And of course, I rolled a 1, which is an auto fail. It doesn't matter what I can add to this. That's really too bad because with the 3 adding 4, I could have potentially gotten to the middle one again, but here we are. Oh, because I had the athlete as well. Man, I could have at least gotten the middle one. Oh well, again, take the new result. So, we have, if the result is 7 or less, you struggle to climb the tall, slippery bark of the tree and don't make it far off the ground before fatigue sets in. Well, there you go. It looks like all of the other ones would give us bonuses to tomorrow's apparent battle that we must do. Well, anyway, if we don't get any bonuses for tomorrow, tomorrow just will be what it will be. All right, had fun. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark. Welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Wednesday, March 27th, and we have a battle. The creature that has been shadowing you descends upon the forest with a flurry of ferocity, relentlessly assailing the terrified travelers silhouetted against the setting sun. Its form remains elusive. It seizes the hapless travelers, tossing them around, launching them skyward in a display of terrifying strength. Amidst the chaos, some of the critters muster the courage to retaliate. Joining them, you surge forward, heart ablaze with courage, ready to challenge the monster. So, we have a bunch of rolls to make here. And starting with a wisdom roll, and then an attack roll, and a damage roll, and then a defense roll for each of these. Hopefully, thankfully I have a few bonuses. We'll see how good or bad this is. So we have a 16 on wisdom, which is a +0. So we're just gonna write in 16 there. And then attack, nice, natural 20, which is an auto success, +4, we have 24. And then we have a damage roll, which is a D12 here, +1. Oh boy, that's a 3. And then defense roll, a 2, +5, so at least that's a 7. All right, so next round, wisdom, we have a 20, a natural 20 again. Hey, I'm liking that. And attack roll, that is a 9, +4, so we have 13. And damage, D20, 5 + 1 is 6. And defense, a 19 + 5 is 24. It's pretty good rolls today. So wisdom again, that is a 4. That probably does not bode well for that round of attack. And attack, roll 14 + 4, that's an 18. Damage roll, 6 + 1 is a 7. That's a bummer. I'm getting the best rolls for those things on the one that I have a bad wisdom roll, which means I will be frightened and have to re-roll my attack. Well, we'll take care of that when we get there. Defense, that is a 9, +5, 13. Back to wisdom. 2, oh boy. And attack. Oop. 3 plus 4 is a 7. Actually, that's probably okay for that since I'm gonna have to re-roll it. Damage is an 8, plus 1 is 9. And defense, oh, and I missed, is 16, plus 5 is 21. And final round, wisdom, 5. Oh boy, all these attack rolls are gonna be re-rolls. And a 15 on attack, which is 19. Damage will be 6 plus 1 is 7. And defense, we have 15 plus 5 is 20. All right, now we will compare. So we must get an 11 for wisdom through all of these. Otherwise, we are frightened. Otherwise, Syl is frightened. And I have to re-roll the attack and take the new result only if it is less than the first one. So those final 3 are not going to be fun. All right, so in the first round, we have 16 wisdom, which is plenty. We have 24 attack, which is plenty. We only have 3 damage though. And so for each round of combat that we don't hit the enemy, we lose 1 traveler. Oh, that's right. Oh boy, that is not going to be fun. So the question here is, do I want to use damage, my solar flare on this first one? And I think I do, because all the other ones here are at least that much damage. So let's go ahead and use the solar flare. Oh, I have 2 surges, that's right. So I can use this potentially twice. So hopefully we get a 4 on this, otherwise this might not. That's a 2, although surgery. Yeah, let's actually use both surges on this. So that's a 2, so that makes this a 5. And let's see if we can get at least a 2. Nice. So 2, 4, so that's 6, plus 3 is 9. So we hit the enemy. And we don't have to worry about defense because we hit the enemy. So that is a check mark. Now, round 2, plenty of wisdom. The attack is just enough. If your attack roll equals or exceeds, you hit. And we have enough damage, so we're good there. Awesome. All right, round 3. So we have a wisdom roll of 4. So that means a reroll on this attack. And that's a 20, which is better, but the 18 still hits. And we have 7 damage, so that is another hit. And then round 4, we have a 2 wisdom. There's no point in re-rolling this because even if we get higher than a 7, I'm gonna have to go with the 7, the lower roll. So we miss no matter what on this one. I don't think I have anything to add to an attack roll unless we have somebody here. We have +1 attack, +1 attack. Which I could have done those on the other ones. Let's see. Yeah, I would have to add 5. That's not going to happen here. So we definitely miss on that. And so we were going to lose a traveler. So we'll go ahead and do that. But we do have plenty of defense. 21 here, which means we are going to take 1 damage. Okay, so the next one, 5, is the same thing going on here. Oh, excuse me, that is a 19. I didn't even see that. That is a 19, so we will have to re-roll this one, and hopefully we get a high roll. 18, nice, +4. So we actually do have plenty of attack on that, and we have 7 damage, which is enough, and so we hit that one as well. I didn't mention here, round 4, the sharp beak of the enemy grazes your skin as it tries to deliver a painful bite. And so that's the 1 damage we took. Okay, so let's take that 1 damage here. Where did our HP go? Here it is. So I'm just gonna rewrite the entire number. 12 health left. We lost 1 more traveler, which isn't cool. And the enemy After 5 rounds, the enemy takes off in flight. Collect 1 amber for each round you stunned the enemy. That'll be 4. Collect D10 additional amber if you dealt a total of 40 damage or more. Well, let's find out. So that 4th one we didn't do. We have 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 6 is 20. So we did a total of 23 damage, which is not enough. But that's all right. We got 4 amber. That brings us up to 17. And there we go. This was a longer day, but the combat was kind of fun. I'm realizing now I may have not been the best at describing what was going on, so I'll try to do better at that in the future. But there we go. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Thursday, March 28th. You have the crucial task of guiding these survivors to safety, away from the relentless monster that hunts you all. The recent battle left everyone disoriented, and after regrouping and tending to wounds, you find yourselves lost in the woods. You consider following the mountain range that offers more cover but less visibility, or the coastline, which offers more visibility but less protection. Well, since Syl is very much a protector, she's got plenty of stuff as far as defense is concerned, a good defense, some surges that she can add that to. I think we will go with the coastline that offers more visibility. So we're going to roll a d20 wisdom. So no bonuses on this one because she also does not have survivalist. Although, let's see, do we have survivalist on any of these guys? No. Okay. We got a 14. That doesn't seem too bad. So follow mountain range. We're not doing that. We're going to follow the coastline. Uh-oh. Looks like we're going to have an enemy here. Okay, so if the result is between 9 and 14, the coastline provides a... Excuse me. The coastline proves to be a faster route. You must consume 1 meal ration. However, the winged monster flies overhead. The darkness does not hinder this hunter. Despite your speed, it lands and attacks the group. For each round of combat you don't hit the enemy, you lose a traveler. Oh boy. Well, let me see if I have any +1s to wisdom. Nope. That would have been nice to get just a single +1. And I didn't buy any of the other stuff because that would have given me the next one here. Okay, well, regardless, we do consume 1 meal ration over here. And then we have a quick 2 rounds of combat. And it appears this one does not have the same wisdom issue yesterday had. So we are just going to do an attack value. We got a nice natural 20, which the boon is we still have. And then damage. So we need at least 4. That's 8. Easy. And there we go. So first round complete, no problem. Second round of attack, we have a 10 plus 4, that's 14, which is enough. Hopefully we can get enough damage here. Another 8 plus 1 is 9. So that was great. No problem. We did not lose any more travelers. And this proved to be a good one. All right, so I believe down here at the end, we are supposed to read this. You find the edge of the Lost Woods where you can safely see the group on their way to the village of Harkenrun. All right, well, that's today. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Friday, March 29th. As you venture back into the woods, the thought of Eldris surviving amidst the lurking monster amazes you. Soon you come across a vast structure that catches your attention. It seems like a plausible location to find Eldris. The building has a single large window at the top, several small holes in the wooden structure, but no apparent entrance. How will you access it? So first, what do we know of this structure? We need to roll a d20 and add intellect. A reminder, student. And let's see, oh, we do not have student anywhere. So, let's see, oh, that is a 3, plus intellect of 1. And so, well, that's all right. If the result is 10 or less, you've never seen or heard anything like this alien building before you. Okay, well, I'm not too worried about that because the next thing we need to do is choose to climb to a larger hole or squeeze through one of the holes in the wood or use magic to create an entrance or tunnel under the ground. And climbing just seems like the best thing for Syl to do because it's strength and she's got a reroll on that. So let's go ahead and do that. We've got a 16 plus 4, that's a 20. So we have climb up to a larger hole and reminder athlete, so plus 2, so we have a 22. If the result is 15 or more, with ease you scale the structure. Your strong arms and swift movements get you up to a larger hole where you can easily squeeze inside. And that is all. We've just made it into what appears to be a barn. But we have no idea what it is. We've never seen it before. Syl has never seen a barn before. All right. Well, that is all for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is either Saturday, March 30th, or Sunday, March 31st, depending on when you've decided to watch this video. As you step into the building's groaning, age-weathered wooden floor, you're met with a musty smell of decay, damp hay, and aged wood. The sound of your movements echoes off rafters and towering walls that stretch into the shadows. Thin shafts of sunlight pierce through cracks, and the wind whistles through gaps in the structure. So we begin at X, which is apparently the door, or for us, we climbed in through that window. And then navigate around the map and see what happens. So let's go from the door, let's go over here into 5, into this little thing over here and see what happens. You find a series of chambers, each with a rusted lock on the door. You try to get past each lock. So it looks like we're doing this for each one of them separately. So a d20 plus either dexterity or strength. Well, we know what we're going to do. We're going to do strength. Syl is quite strong. And we have a 16 plus 4. So that's 20. So this first one is 11 or more. You unlock the door. Inside, you find a critter from the group of travelers you helped earlier. Reduce the number of travelers lost by 1. Well, that's awesome. All right. And next. We got a 15, which is a 19 if you add the 4. And the result is 11 or more. You unlock the door. Inside, you find an empty room that smells of death. Okay, well, that's all happened there. Let's unlock the next door. A 7 plus 4 is 11. That is just enough. The result is 11 or more. You unlock the door and find a piece of amber covered in dried blood. Well, that is interesting, but we get amber, so there we go. All right, and the last one. We have a 1. Well, I think let's go ahead and use Royal Might to re-roll. That's a once per page. Might as well. That is a 6 plus 4 is 10. That is not enough. And I want to make this happen. So do we have anything that adds to strength? No. Well, is this a good time to use our boon? We can add a d4. I think this is. I'm going to use the boon that we got from rolling a 20, a natural 20. And I'm going to add a d4. It actually doesn't matter what this is because it's going to be at least a 1, which it is a 1. That gives us an 11, so we unlock the door. Inside, you find a critter from the group of travelers you helped earlier. Reduce the number of travelers lost by 1. We now have 0 lost travelers, which is pretty awesome. Okay, that was just the first area. Let's go check out what's in the back over here. That's number 3. In the far back of this dark building, you find a large pile of dried bones and skulls. They look to be remains of various critters. Some crumble to dust as you walk on them. We need an intellect roll. Reminder, investigator. We are not an investigator. Let's find out if we even need that. Oh, it's a 2. +1 intelligence. I don't think adding anything to that is going to help. So, 6 or less, you sift through the bones, but find nothing interesting. Well, that's too bad. Okay, let's just check out right here. The wide open space, number 4. The floor of the building creaks eerily as you walk across it. You step on a loose floorboard that gives way beneath your feet. Oh no! Roll dexterity, and we have danger sense. So that is +4 plus an additional 2. So this is a +6 for this roll. And that got stuck in the corner, so we're not going to call that anything. Aww, that is a 3 plus 6 is 9. And we fall into a small hole as the wood collapses and crushes your leg. Reduce your health by 1. Is there any reason to... I don't think that's going to be useful to add anything to that. Let's just go ahead and go for that. Reduce HP by 1. We now have 11 health left. Okay. And now we're going over to the 1 here. A series of gigantic platforms leads to another floor in this massive building. It will take effort just to climb each of the platforms. So we need a strength roll. Reminder, athlete. These couldn't be stairs, could they? I mean, well, Syl has no idea what this is, so weird platforms from another dimension. Alright, 8 +4 +2. That's going to be 14. We are at 1. Yeah. Result is 14 or more. It's an arduous climb, but your strength and endurance carry you to the top, albeit leaving you a bit tired. Alright, so then we get up to 2, and 2 says at the top of the stairs you find another floor. You may stop here or continue to explore before returning here. So, it looks like tomorrow we're going to find out what's on floor 2. Alright, well, thank you for joining me. I'll see you on Monday, since this is Saturday, or Sunday, depending on when you watch this. Alright, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.